In this video, I'm going to talk about student loans from College Ave. And if you already follow my channel, then you know that my team and I have shopped around for the best student loan options out there. And unless you have a fully funded college fund, which not many of us do, you'll have to get a student loan to get professionally qualified to earn a decent income these days. And then we're quite a few years off just to pay that off. So this is why finding the right lender for your student loan is just about as important as which college you pick, or sometimes even what degree you end up going for. Now, I've had my fair share of student loans over the years, so I definitely know what it's like. And so from someone just like you, I'm gonna take you through everything I know from all the research my team and I did about getting a loan from College Ave. So keep watching to find out who qualifies, what it's like to apply, and what options and terms that they offer you. And I'll also go over some of the pros and cons of getting a loan from College Ave, so you can figure out if it's a good match for you in your situation, or you might want to look elsewhere. And if you find this review interesting or helpful, you can show your appreciation by liking this video and subscribing to the channel to see more of my reviews. Just to be upfront, I am an affiliate of pretty much all the companies that I talk about, including College Ave, but my recommendations would not mean much of anything if I didn't give you my honest opinion, as always. But if at any point you do decide to apply for a student loan from College Ave, check out the affiliate link that's down in the description. It doesn't cost you anything, and you might even be eligible for a bit of a discount, which you wouldn't get if you went right to their website. Right, so what kind of lender is College Ave? Well, to start off with, College Ave offers student loans and financial services through a number of other banks. Now, as a relative newcomer to the business of education financing, it was founded in 2014 as an online lender that caters exclusively to students with the aim of making the whole process of finding, applying, and servicing student loans as quick, simple, and painless as possible. And when it comes to pricing, they offer student loans starting as low as $1,000 and up to the total cost of attending your school. On top of that, they also offer options for refinancing to borrowers with existing student loan debt, which means that your parents can also co-sign on your student loans. But where College Ave actually stands out, in my opinion, is that it's not actually a bank. It doesn't give loans or work in financial services. Their student loans are all done through 3 FDIC insured banks, and their student card banking services are also taken care of by another FDIC insured bank. So basically, College Ave makes student loans easier and more flexible. They shop around for competitive rates for you, they give you a bunch of helpful information, and they have a really easy and fast online pre-qualification process that doesn't do a hard credit pull on your credit score, so it won't affect your score at all, unlike just about all the other major companies like, say, Sallie Mae. That said, let's look at what loan options you get with College Ave. Okay, so they offer private loans, which means that the money comes from a bank and not from the government, as the same as a federal student loan, which means all you have to do is fill out a quick online application that will weigh up how creditworthy you are before giving you a range of options and rates to choose from. Then you can choose either a variable or fixed interest rate, which you don't get with a federal loan that only has a fixed APR. So their loans are ideal for anyone wanting to pay off their student loan debt as fast as possible. Now, in order to qualify, you have to be at least 16 years old and be enrolled in or accepted in an eligible school in the United States. You have to have a social security number, and you have to meet the academic progress guidelines of your school. And if you're an international student, college loans can also be the way for you as well, as long as you have a social security number and a qualified cosigner. However, DACA recipients are unfortunately not eligible. And I should add that with College Ave, if you want a loan for an undergrad degree, you have to have a cosigner, and that can be a parent or any adult with a healthy credit score. And of course, there are other personal financial details that are taken into account as well when you apply. But you need to go through the pre-qualification process first, but they make it relatively quick and easy. You fill out an online form to pre-qualify, and this application is a soft credit check that, like I mentioned before, does not affect your credit score, which is good because every time you apply for a loan with the standard hard credit check, check, it usually does affect your credit score. And if you send too many applications to lenders, it can actually downgrade your credit score by quite a bit. Right, so to get an idea of what kind of loan you can get, you start by choosing the kind of loan you want, and your choices are undergrad, grad, career, parent, or refinancing. And after you enter some basic personal, financial, and student information, it only takes a few minutes to get more information on what kind of deal you can get. Then once you've looked at your options and considered all the choices you have, you can make a formal application. Now, when it comes to parent loans or refinancing, the process is a bit different. But for graduate and undergraduate loans, once you submit the application, you'll most likely get a decision pretty quickly. And if you're approved, College Ave will send you your loan to your school for them to certify. So if your school can verify that you're enrolled and that your loan isn't more than their cost of attendance, College Ave will send the money directly to them. This part of the process shouldn't take more than 10 business days or a bit longer depending on your school. Just to reiterate, if you want to apply for a student loan through College Ave, check out the affiliate link that I left down in the description below. It doesn't cost you anything, and you might even be eligible to get a bit of a discount, which you wouldn't get if you went right to their website. Okay, so in terms of repayment option, there's a nice range of terms to choose from with either 5, 8, 10, or 15 years if you apply for an MBA or an undergraduate loan, while loans for medical, dental, and law students, as well as any other health professionals, have a 20-year term option as well. Now, if you're looking to refinance, you can choose any term between 5 and 20 years, while parent loans come with either 5 or 15-year repayment periods. And like I said earlier, the minimum loan amount is $1,000 or $5,000 for refinancing, and the maximum is your total cost of attendance or up to $500,000 for refinancing your loans. Now, there aren't any origination or prepayment fees, but there can be late fees if you miss a payment, either 5% of the unpaid amount or $25, whichever's less. And in terms of repayment options, a deferment gives you a grace period, which is the time you get after you complete your studies and before you have to start paying off your loan. Undergraduates get a 6-month grace period, but there's a 9-month grace period for graduate students, 12 months for dental students, and 36 months for medical students. But this is the most expensive form of loan because you still pay interest over the grace period, and it does all add up. But if you want to reduce the total amount, you have two options. Number one, by making payments while you study, and for up to 6 months after graduation during what they regularly call the grace period. So paying a bit as you study. You can choose a fixed payment of $25 a month, or you can choose to pay interest only. Now, the most cost-effective option for you is probably to choose to pay the full principal and interest during your time at school, which, if you can somehow swing it, means you pay your loan off faster and you end up paying much less in total because the faster you pay, the less you pay here. Okay, so there are a few pros and cons to using College Ave to get a student loan. And to be honest, it's actually a pretty good option for anyone who wants a variety of repayment and term options because you can quickly and easily pre-qualify online. Now, what I personally liked about College Ave, besides their relatively easy application form, is their clean, clear, and pretty informative website that has a very useful glossary for all of their loan terms. I found their resource section to be full of good, solid advice and information in guides and articles, and they even have a whole section on scholarships with monthly sweepstakes where you could sign up to win a $1,000 scholarship. And when it comes to interest rates, College Ave offers a mixed bag. So if we compare College Ave to MEFA and Education Loan Finance, known as ELF, which both offer very similar student loan services, and we look at their starting fixed interest rate for undergrad loans, College Ave's lowest rate is 4.39%, while MEFA starts at 5.35% and ELF starts at 8.42%. It's a different story when it comes to the maximum fixed interest rate. Here, College Ave goes up to 16.49%, while MEFA peaks at about 7.95%, and ELF's maximum is 13.1%. But while College Ave's maximum rates are generally higher than average, if you want to pay your loan off quicker, you can definitely get lower than average starting interest rates to save money and get out of debt much faster. Okay, so my bottom line is that College Ave does offer competitive rates and terms for student loans with a process that's pretty simple and flexible. And I really like that you know exactly where you stand throughout the whole process. So if you or your co-signer have a good or even decent credit score and you expect to earn a good salary once you finish your studies, it's definitely a great choice for you. And I really think that College Ave does a really good job of taking out pretty much most of the stress of finding a flexible student loan, which makes it one of my go-to recommendations for those looking for a bit of help with their student loans. Okay, so that's it for this review. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this. And as I mentioned earlier, if you do decide that you want to get a student loan from College Ave, check out the affiliate link that's down in the description. It does not cost you anything once again, and you might even get a bit of a discount, which you wouldn't find directly on their website. And as always, I enjoy hearing your thoughts, and I'll try to get back to any questions or comments you leave down below as fast as I can. Finally, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.